after this, feel free to email me. But we're so excited to have you all here. Hopefully you've had some time to play around with the appointment tool since it launched Tuesday. But we wanted to set aside some time to really dive into the tool and answer any questions you might have. So just some few housekeeping reminders. This will be recorded. We will share a copy of this recording in this deck with you all after the call and some additional resources. But to go ahead and kick us off, I'm going to hand it over to my colleague, Sarah, who is the expert in all things appointment tool. So she will kick us off showing y'all everything new this year. Sarah?
Right, sorry about that. Can everybody see the screen, the appointment tool now?
Yep, that's good.
Yep.
Perfect. Great. So once you first log in, you'll be taken through to your dashboard. This gives you an overview of the activity on your account. So as you see at the top, we have just a progress bar here that shows you how complete your profile is. So the information is pulled directly from your registration form. You can choose to add a photo and a bio, and we'll just go to your profile settings here, edit profile. You can add them in here if you choose to. We do recommend that you do add a photo. It just means that when you are preparing to meet exhibitors at the show, they get to know a face and just builds that familiarity. But it is completely up to you if you choose to. The information below, as I mentioned, is pulled from your registration form. So if there is anything in here that is incorrect or you'd like to change it, please do reach out to the Hosted by team and we'll get that updated for you. So if you do update your profile here, just remember to save at the bottom. Just under the profile settings here as well, you can choose how you receive notifications. You can change your password. And you can also add a default meeting message. So this just means that anything you add in here, it will pre-populate when you go to request the meeting. So it can save you a bit of time and duplication. So going back, we have the helpful toolbar up at the top. If you select My Dashboard, it will take you back to that screen. You can see from here as well your progress, so how many meetings you've booked as confirmed. You will also start receiving from the 1st of September meeting requests from exhibitors. So they will get access to the appointment tool, and from that point they will start to send requests out to you. So you will start to see some coming through as incoming here. So we do you can view all of those and accept and decline the ones you don't want to attend. And then lastly, just at the bottom, we have this interaction section. This will show you anyone who is interacting with your account. So it could be that they view your profile, they've favorited your account, they've requested a meeting with you. So it's a good thing that you can look at, and you can chat and request meetings with people directly from this section. And then lastly on this page, we have this profile preview section. If I click on that, this will show you how your profile looks to other attendees. So we do keep your contact information private. That's only shared with exhibitors if you have a confirmed meeting, and that's after the event. So the only way that you should be receiving any communications will be through this platform. You shouldn't have anyone contacting you outside of it. But again, as you can see, all of this information is pulled through from your registration form. And if you do have, again, need anything updating, reach out to the Hosted by team. Just above our profile information here, we have the appointment tool. Here you'll be able to view a list of all of the other attendees. You can filter by registration type. So if you wanted to see a list of the other hosted buyers who are attending, you can filter that and you can message them directly here as well. Anywhere you see the envelope icon is where you can message people. You can also search by the attendee's name here, so see if one of your peers is attending. Just going to go back to the dashboard. And again, under this appointment tool, we also have a recommendation section. I apologize as well for the speed of my internet. So it's actually my Wi-Fi that's slow. So you shouldn't be seeing this kind of speed when you're in the platform. But under here, you'll see recommended suppliers. This is based off the questions you've answered in your registration form and your activity within the platform. So you can come through this list, add them to your favorites list, and kind of just make a short list of exhibitors that you can go back to later on and request meetings. You can view your favorites list, again, from the appointment tool. And anyone you favorited, any other attendees and exhibitors will all feature under here. Under this section, you can also view your schedule. We have a quick link for this at the top of the menu as well. My meetings. So in here, you'll be able to see any a list of your meetings. So if they're confirmed, incoming, and you can either accept or decline them through this section. If they are incoming, you'll have the choice to confirm here, reschedule, or cancel a meeting. If you do wish to decline the meeting, you'll need to just enter a reason. And press cancel. Again, all of your cancelled meetings will appear under here as well, so you can easily filter them. Lastly, under this section, we have our meeting ratings and session ratings. So after each meeting takes place and each session takes place, you can come into this section and rate. So you'll be able to, it will appear here and you'll be able to click a star rating to let us know that you attended and how well the meeting was. As I mentioned earlier, we have quick links along the top menu. We firstly click onto the exhibitors. This will give you a full list of all of the suppliers attending the show. As with the attendee list, you have filters on the left-hand side, so you can narrow down your search. If you're looking for particular products and services, if you're interested in their sustainability initiatives, if you're looking into regions covered, and the industries that they cover as well. So that's all under there. You can select, and then it will filter, and then you can reset just up here. You also have the option to search by name. and it will bring up the nearest match first. So again, if you want to meet with them straight away, you can see this calendar icon here. You can press directly on that and take you through to the meeting request, or you can click on the icon and view their profile. You can also add them to your favorites list here. And you'll have another icon here where you'll be able to send a meeting request. So if we click on that, it'll bring up a calendar view. It will only show you dates and times that both you and the exhibitor are available. If there are any times that clash, the box will be grayed out and you won't be able to select it. So all of the exhibitors will appear as any team member available. However, if you want to meet with a specific member of the team, you can use the drop-down box here and select them. The location and duration will be already pre-populated with the location of the exhibitor stand and the duration of 20 minutes. So that allows you for 15 minutes for the meeting and 5 minutes for you to get to your next location. If you are attending with a colleague and you'd like them to join your meeting, you can add their email address in here and they'll be added to the meeting. As mentioned earlier, you can add the default meeting info here, as I did, so you can see that's already pre-populated. If you wanted to add anything, you can do so here as well. New for this year is this personal note. So you can add this in, oh, sorry, let me add the time. So you can add this in, so it helps you to prepare for the meeting ahead. So if there are any particular notes about the company or your RFP, you can add this in here. This is only visible to you and it just is used as an aid for you for the meeting. Once all of that is completed, you press request and you can see you should have a pop-up saying success. As a hosted buyer, all of your meetings are automatically confirmed into the exhibitors' diaries. You'll also see there are some more recommendations for you here, so you can go through this list, see if anyone else you'd like to meet with anyone else there. Along the top, you have my schedule. We click on that. This will show you a list of any conference sessions and meetings you have added to your calendar. You also have the option to add blocked time. So if you know you are unavailable at a certain point, perhaps you're going for lunch, you can add that in here. So if we click on add block time, you just need to add a subject, to date, a start time and an end time, and save. If I just scroll down here, you'll see that that time has now been added to your schedule. If you want to remove it or change it, you can click into the block time and choose one of these options here. As I mentioned, you'll also be able to see any of this conference sessions that you've added to your schedule will also appear in here. You can select them by just using the conference program along the top. As part of the Hosted by program, there are some requirements that you attend certain sessions and pre-schedule at least 10 appointments during your time. Most of you will already see that these sessions have been automatically added to your diaries. These will be done in batches, so if you haven't done so already, you can go in and add these, but they will be added before we before the show. So you simply click on the add button. You can also filter by different streams on the left-hand side. You can add these to your calendar. If you do have a conflict, it will say once you go to book it, and it won't let you add that to your schedule. Lovely. So if there's a session that you've chosen that you can no longer attend, you just then deselect it here, and it will be removed from your schedule. If we go back to the schedule just here, if you've already started booking meetings and you've, again, you would like one of your colleagues to attend as well, you can click into the meeting here, and there's an option to invite your colleague. So as long as they are a registered hosted buyer, you'll be able to copy this link and send it to your colleague. You can come in here as well, cancel, and if you choose to reschedule for a different time or date, click the button. It will open up your meeting request again. So again, you just select the time, the new time, and request the meeting. Okay. Along the top, we also have our interactive floor plan. So you can plan your meetings accordingly. You can see where each of those is in relation to each other. And you can search for exhibitors just here. We also have this information hub, which contains all the important information about the Hosted by program, useful information about the appointment tool. So if you have any questions, we also have some videos here as well. So do click on that to view. Information about our welcome event, accommodation, travel, ramp instructions. And if you do have any other questions, a link to our Hosted by team here. Up the top as well, you have your messages and notifications. So again, you can expand each of those and see what is happening and mark as read. So the next time you come in to your profile, you'll only see the new notifications. Lovely. So I'm just going to go back to the dashboard and again, apologize for the lag in my system today. Do we have any questions from anyone?
Hi, Sarah. Yeah, there are a few questions came up in the chat, and Jen's been really great at replying to some of them already, but I just thought I'd also share them just so other people can hear the answers as well. Just to note, if anyone hasn't received their login details yet, just let us know and we'll happily sort that out and get that sent over to you ASAP. So thank you for those who've already raised that. A question for you, Abby. Do you have to rate a meeting in order to get credit for attending a meeting?
Hi, no, you do not have to. We encourage it just so it helps us improve the show year over year. Same with rating the sessions, that's valuable information to us. But no, all confirmed meetings on your calendar count towards your minimum. I will say if something happens and show a meeting or whatever, the exhibitors also have the opportunity to rate a meeting and let us know if for some reason that meeting didn't take place. So we do take that into account when we're adding up your totals meeting. But no, you do not have to rate a meeting for it to count towards your minimum allotment.
Amazing. Thank you. And one person asked about conflicts and that they didn't have any more space left in their calendar for the meetings. As Jen has mentioned, we do ask you to prioritize your meetings over the content conference sessions. That is a priority, and it is part of the requirements for the hosted by program that meetings come first. Then we also had another question about colleagues, adding them to meetings as well. So I believe that would be like two people attending a meeting.
What is the question? Just how to do that, or?
One person, I believe they've tried, but they've received an error message in attempting to grant permission to add a colleague to a meeting.
Okay, yeah. If you can take their name, we can look into that for them, and we'll get back to them after the call. Okay.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. And then will other people be able to see the title of our blocked time? So if they book something in their diary, will other people be able to see it?
No, so that's completely only visible to you. The only thing that people will see is if you add a session to your schedule, they will be able to see that on your profile. So if I just scroll down, they'll be able to see what sessions you're attending. But any block time or meetings that you book, they're completely only visible to you.
Amazing. And then just to know, everyone, a lot of you have asked about ramp and flight and accommodations. Abby will just be going through that very, very shortly, just after this presentation. And then we did have one last question about the meetings that are required to attend. So they are the Innovation Face-Off. It's depending on which day you attend, but there'll be the Innovation Face-Off and also the Hosted by a Welcome event on depending on, again, your hosted buyer status, but they should already be blocked in the calendar. If you're not seeing that, please let us know.
And also the networking drinks reception on the evening of day one of Expo.
Correct. Cool. I believe that's all the questions in the chat. So Abby, do you want to go through your hosted buyer updates?
Absolutely. So I know we're almost out of time, so understand if people have to drop, but if you have a few more minutes to stick around, we just want to go over some other program updates that we think everyone could find helpful now that we're getting closer to the show. Dom, does my screen look okay?
Oh, good.
Okay, perfect. All right, so thank you so much for that, Sarah. That was super helpful. I just want to remind everyone, we try to make it super clear, but if it's not, we require a minimum of 10 appointments for all fully hosted buyers. And then if you are attending as a semi-hosted buyer, where you're only requiring 5 appointments this year. So a little bit different than last year, but I just want to flag that to make sure everybody's aware. All right. So I just wanted to spend some time talking about travel and hotels. So all the ramp updates and the hotel updates. Um, so we have not opened the ramp portal yet. We wanted to open the appointment tool first, and ramp will be coming shortly after. You can expect to see that at the end of the month, early September. As a reminder, all hosted buyers are expected to book their own travel. So that means whether it's flights, Ubers, rail, y'all are required to book your own, and then we will issue reimbursement after the show. And so we utilize the tool Ramp. For those of us who didn't attend last year, we utilize the tool Ramp as a way to upload your receipts, and then we will issue the reimbursement after the show. So after booking your flights or your rail, you will get an email from Ramp. Again, end of August, early September. You can upload those receipts, fill out a few questions for us, and then hit submit and submit, and that will live with us for until the end of the show. I do want to flag that it could take up to 4 weeks after Business Travel Show America to receive your reimbursement. That's just because we like to go through and confirm all attendance, confirm minimum number of appointments, confirm you attended the sessions, and then we will issue reimbursement once you've met all of your minimum criteria. We also have created a Ramp user guide. So this is a step-by-step process with screenshots of how to log into Ramp and submit the reimbursement and get everything set up for you. When we open the Ramp portal, you will receive an email prior to that with an announcement that Ramp is opening and a link to this guide. So you will have all of that, and we'll also post this on the website, and it'll also be found in the information hub on the appointment tool, just that Shara just showed. That is everything for Ramp. You'll get an email from Ramp when it's time to kick off the process, but we will remind you all before then. So for hotels, this year we are issuing hotel confirmations after you receive your reimbursement request from Ramp. This is just, we're trying to encourage hosted buyers to book their travel sooner than later. Now, there's some people who are local, who don't need hotels, or I'm sorry, who don't need airfare, or there's just different reasons why they won't be submitting their receipts earlier. Totally fine. Just shoot us an email and we'll go ahead and share your hotel confirmation emails. If that doesn't apply to you, you will receive your hotel information after you submit your reimbursement request to Ramp. So we just like to keep things organized. It keeps the process flowing. And it just helps encourage people to get that stuff sorted sooner than later. If you have any questions on the hotels, feel free to email us at hosted@businesstravelshowamerica.com. There will be a lot of the same hotels we were in last year in the Times Square area. But new this year, we're excited to announce that we will be providing shuttles. So these are shuttles only for the hosted buyers. They will be picking up from the hosted buyer hotels, taking you to the Javits and back, and they will also be available the evening of the welcome event. So they will take you from your hotels to Swingers and back, and then each morning and afternoon of Expo. So we're really excited to have that. And then we will be announcing the shuttle schedule, pickup locations, all of that closer to the event. So be on the lookout for that, but we're really excited to offer that this year. A few other just reminder updates. If you have any questions about the program at all, please visit our website, and we have a hosted buyer program overview. We've got it linked there. Just wanted to remind people about the hosted buyer welcome event. All hosted buyers are invited and required to come as part of your program. That will be the evening of October 13th, 6:30 to 9:30, and it will be at the same venue as last year. That was Swingers. And then we just wanted to post our email. This goes out to all members of our hosted buyer team. This is the quickest way you'll get a response on any questions you might have. So we really encourage you to submit all questions to the hosted buyer email.
I'll take this one, but Abby, we had a quick question. How would they be able to identify if they are shuttle eligible?
All hosted buyers are shuttle eligible.
That's great. And then, so yeah, just a really quick reminder from me, just to encourage everyone to make sure they shout about their attendance on social media. On your confirmation, your hosted by confirmation emails, you would have received a link within there. That takes you, it's a unique link that takes you to our Gleaning platform that we use to share about your attendance. It gives you, once you go through it, you can choose your asset to share, and then you can write your post on LinkedIn, and then in doing so, you will automatically entered into our prize draw to win one of three £300 Amazon gift cards, which will be sent out post show. So there is an incentive there, and please, we do encourage everyone to do it, because it's helped to it helps us just drum up some support, and it just lets other people know about the show. So if you are able to do it, we would greatly appreciate it if you could. Oh, another question. We'll be given a schedule of the times that the shuttles run.
Yes, we are finalizing that right now. We will send out a schedule to the hosted buyers that includes your pickup, drop-off locations, times, all of the relative necessary email. We'll also have signage on site at each hosted buyer hotel. So more to come on that, but yes, there will be a schedule.
And then a question for you, Sarah. Yes, Lisa, applications are still being accepted for hosted buyers. Absolutely. If you know anyone, please encourage. And then we just had a quick question about the pre-show. I think it's the pre-show event at Swingers, Heather, you're referring to. Is that in the schedule in in the appointment tool?
It is. It's if you go to the conference program along the top menu, you can select that. That will be on the 13th. We are preloading these into diaries, but with anyone who's newly registered, that won't have been uploaded to their diary yet. So you can go in and add that in yourself as well.
Yeah, just as a reminder, if you're a semi-hosted buyer, you don't have to attend the pre-show, but you are obviously invited. Cool. If any other questions from anyone else at all, please feel free to come off mute as well if you would like. Lisa, the mobile app will come out about 2 or 3 weeks just before the show. You will get your announcement and log in close to the show. Yeah. Cool. Well, if there aren't any other questions, I did put the email in the chat for the host to get in contact with us. I'm just popping it in again. So if you do have any questions, please don't be afraid to send Abby or myself an email. We'll happily pick it up and respond to you quickly. Abby, any final remarks from you?
No, I just want to say thank you all. For those of us that this is your first year, we're excited to have you. Those who are joining us again, we love to see your returning faces, and we're just thank you all for the support, and we're looking forward to having a great show.
Right, I see you there. Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone, for joining, and we hope to see you soon in October.
Thank you all.